Phenomena that challenge logic. Moments so strange, they're hard to believe. Even when caught on camera. Stay tuned, as these real events, captured in real time, have no clear explanation. Nepal witnessed a shocking disaster that left a whole village in fear. At first, the ground looked like it was gently rising and falling, almost like it was breathing. But within seconds, thick fluid started coming out, and it wasn't mud or water. It was hot, glowing lava that burst through the cracks, revealing something terrifying hidden beneath the earth. Later, it turned out that it might have been a rare seismic event linked to volcanic activity deep underground, and nothing related to the end of the world. Flaming drain. This strange and unsettling video, posted online on March 14th, 2025, has quickly gone viral. Filmed on the campus of Texas Tech University, the footage shows vivid, unnatural-looking flames, possibly chemical in nature, shooting out of a manhole. The sudden eruption caused alarm among nearby students, many of whom fled the area in confusion and panic. So far, there's been no official explanation, though some speculate it could be linked to a chemical reaction, utility malfunction, or something even stranger. But with no clear answers, the video continues to fuel speculation and concern. Burning hill. While exploring the desert under the intense heat, he suddenly noticed something strange on top of a hill. The sand was popping up like it was boiling. Even more shocking, a huge fire was burning right there, which seemed impossible in that dry place. Later, he learned there was a natural gas reservoir just beneath the hill. The extreme heat had ignited the gas, causing the fire and making the sand appear to burn too. It was a natural event, but the sight looked surreal and unforgettable. Rising land. While fishing on the lake, a group of fishermen noticed the water bubbling. Moments later, to their shock, a piece of land began to rise from the surface. Within minutes, a brand new island had formed right before their eyes. This wasn't a hoax or magic. The most likely cause was methane gas trapped deep beneath the lake bed. As pressure built up, the gas forced its way upward, lifting layers of mud and sediment. That sudden eruption pushed solid material to the surface, turning water into land almost instantly. And there it was, an eerie yet logically explained phenomena captured on camera. Moving pipe. A strange video surfaced online showing a large metal pipe moving on its own at a work site. The pipe wasn't buried, it was just lying on the soil, but it kept shaking and twisting, like an invisible force was pulling it. Later, it was confirmed by the authorities that it was an underground vibrations from machines or shifting ground pressure, but the way it moved gave many a creepy feeling, like something beyond normal was happening. Burning sweep. A short video uploaded online on April 21st, 2024 showed a man cleaning, but something strange happened. The moment his broom touched the ground, it suddenly lit fire. As long as the broom stayed in contact with the earth, the flames didn't go out. It looked like magic rather than cleaning. People watching were shocked, wondering how this was possible. If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. Glowing ground. Is this some secret portal opening, or did we actually find heaven on Earth? You won't believe this until you see it yourself. One cold winter night, a local was wandering through the snowy landscape when suddenly he noticed a strange light coming from the ground. It was only a small spot, but it glowed like a stage light. Curious, he started digging, and the light grew brighter and brighter. Unfortunately, the video cut shortly after, not revealing the exact spot of this mysterious portal and the fate of the guy who recorded it all. Deserted pool. A Bedouin was crossing a desert when he noticed something odd on the ground. Though the spot looked like it had thick mud there, when the guy threw a stone, he realized that the stone splashed as if it had hit the water. The reason for the illusion was the pool's stillness and the way its muddy bottom matched the surrounding desert floor. With no ripples or reflections, the water blended almost perfectly with the dry ground, making it nearly invisible until disturbed. Giant sinkhole. A giant sinkhole suddenly appeared on a farm in New Zealand's Bay of Plenty. It was as long as 2 football fields and as deep as a 6-story building. While sinkholes aren't rare in the area, this one left scientists shocked because of how massive it was. A volcanologist said it revealed volcanic ash from an eruption that happened 60,000 years ago. Further study determined that heavy rainfall may have triggered the collapse, a natural process that's been shaping the land for ages.
What I see in the bottom of the hole is the original 60,000-year-old volcanic deposit that came out of this crater. It's related to high-intensity rainfalls. It's not a new process, it's been happening for a long time, and we can expect it to happen again in the future.
Deserted puddle. In one of the driest deserts on Earth, a shocking event stunned both locals and scientists. There was a puddle of water from which the water was suddenly rising. This wasn't caused by rain or any seasonal shift. It felt as if the Earth itself had changed. One possible reason could be that a hidden underground aquifer may have cracked open due to seismic activity. This sudden geological shift could have released vast amounts of water trapped beneath the surface. Fiery spring. In the area of Mecca Park, locals were shocked by a strange and frightening sight. A spring where water flowed, but fire boiled alongside it. It was as if 2 elements that should never coexist were happening at the same time. While it may look bizarre, the natural explanation of natural gas escaping through the spring water and igniting upon contact with air makes sense. Boiling sand. A man noticed this strange event while crossing the desert. It looked as if the sand was boiling, almost popping. Curious, he threw a brick into it, and there came the shocking moment. The brick just disappeared, as if it had been dropped in water. He tried again with another brick, and the same thing happened. Now, online experts have this theory that it is caused by pressure that builds up when gas is trapped. But majority believes that such incident happening around are an indication that something drastic is about to happen. Giant's finger. During a casual stroll, a girl noticed something unusual protruding from beneath a tree root, what appeared to be a massive, human-like finger. But this was no ordinary finger. It was nearly 3 times the size of a normal human's, gnarled and weathered, as if fossilized by time. The odd discovery has sparked new questions. Could this be proof that giants once lived on Earth? Whether it's something ancient or something else entirely, this find is making people rethink what we know about the past. Fish flood. While exploring the desert in Pakistan, a group of explorers came across something they never expected. As they walked, they saw what looked like water flowing ahead. Water in such a dry place seemed impossible. Curious, they moved closer, only to be shocked. It wasn't water at all. It was a stream of tiny fish, all alive and swimming together, moving across the sand. People who couldn't understand what was happening called it a miracle. And honestly, it sure looks like one. Mountain spring. The video shows a recently viral moment in which from a small hole in the dry, rocky surface, water was suddenly gushing out with surprising force. The mountain looked completely dry, and there was no sign of rain or streams nearby. Yet clear water kept flowing from that single opening. It seemed like a hidden underground water reserve had been trapped inside the mountain for years, and now it was finding its way out. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This man seemed to have some kind of elemental strength that allowed him to do this. Yeah, that slow yet remarkable rise of the ground looks like it's happening at his command. Within seconds, the earth beneath him began to shift. It wasn't an earthquake. Nothing else around him moved, just the patch of ground under him. This video was first shared in 2020, and ever since, it has been baffling viewers. Though skeptics still try to explain it logically, in my opinion, there's only one thing that makes sense. This guy has secret superpowers. Electrifying hair. This strange phenomena captured in China made headlines globally. A tourist family was crossing a desert when they decided to make a quick stop, not knowing that this would make them viral. It was because of their strangely rising hair. As soon as they came out, their hair began to rise. Experts believe this could have been caused by electrostatic buildup in the desert, a rare but natural phenomenon. In extremely dry climates, the movement of sand particles can create powerful charging, especially near mineral-rich ground. These charges causing hair to rise as the body tries to balance the electrical field. Splitting Africa.
You are kidding me. Absolutely awesome.
In a remote part of Ethiopia, the land suddenly tore apart during a strong earthquake. In the start, it looked like a normal crack.
I was expecting a small crack in the ground. Oh my lord, this is fantastic.
But within hours, it turned into a deep, wide trench that shocked everyone. The geologist and his team reached the area after passing through risky volcanic gas. What they found wasn't just a crack. It looked like the ground had been ripped apart by force. People related it to the end of time, saying that it is how many have predicted the world will end.
Of streets breaking apart, this would have just opened up and ejected a whole heap of magma. This is just phenomenal.
Fire on tree. A group of workers was working near the woods when suddenly they spotted a single flame burning on the bark of a tree. They got scared, thinking the forest might be on fire. But when they got closer, they saw it was just that one flame, right on the tree trunk. They were confused because they had never seen anything like it before. It could be a rare kind of combustion happening right there. Whatever it was, it left them puzzled and cautious. Bubbling puzzle. This odd scene appeared after a heavy downpour in May 2015. A Pennsylvania family noticed a sudden rise in one piece of their garden. It looked like something was breathing underneath, but it wasn't a pipe leak or anything man-made. It was just natural buildup from trapped water beneath the soaked turf. Strangely, by evening, the bubble had vanished and the yard looked completely normal again. Even though it was explained as a rare weather-related event, the video still leaves viewers wondering what exactly caused it to rise like that.
It's not coming easy. No, it's not.
Trunk on fire. Firefighters from Evergreen Fire and Rescue faced a rare sight. A tree burning from the inside out after being hit by lightning. The strike split the tree open and ignited a fire deep within it. The crew had to walk 500 feet into the forest to stop the flames from spreading. It's amazing how lightning can tear a tree apart and set it on fire from inside, showing just how strong and unpredictable storms can be. Luckily, wet weather helped slow the fire down. Green poison. In Millville, New Jersey, a digger lightly hit a tree, and what happened next left everyone speechless. A huge cloud of yellow dust shot out of the trunk, rising fast like smoke from a fire. The person recording the scene caught the exact moment it happened. It looked unreal, like something out of a movie. The yellow cloud spread quickly, covering everything nearby. It is known as a pollen bomb, though most had never seen anything like it before. But the power of that sudden blast still has people talking. Hanging goats. A bizarre video surfaced online showing something few could believe. Several goats standing on the branches of a tree, calmly balanced as if they belonged there. Villagers were stunned. Some walked closer to see for themselves, but it still felt unreal. The goats had been on the ground the night before, acting normally. By morning, they were somehow perched in the tree. Many locals believed it was the work of black magic, especially since the village is known for its history of strange and mystical events. Now, with footage spreading online, the world has witnessed the mystery, and no one has a clear explanation. Snowy tree. A driver was on the highway when something strange made him stop. On the right side of the road stood a single tree, its branches heavy with snow. What made it strange, disturbing even, was the heat. Everything else around was dry, with no snow at all. He even shared the video online, asking for explanation, but there was nothing that could explain this mysterious occurrence. Smoked woods. This man who lived near the woods claimed that this tree has been letting out smoke for weeks. When no one believed him, he decided to record it while keeping a distance. He did this to protect himself because, according to him, the continuously smoking tree could explode at any moment. People who saw the video agreed that it does look like the tree was heating from inside. But for what possible reason? That's something no one could tell. Boiling river. Hidden in the Peruvian Amazon, Chennai Timpishka, or the Boiling River, reaches temperatures over 200 hot enough to cause severe burns in seconds. What makes it mysterious is the lack of any nearby volcanic activity. Most rivers this hot are near volcanoes, but this one isn't. Scientists are still unsure of the exact heat source. Locals have witnessed animals fall in and never come back out. The rising steam, constant hissing, and heavy air make the place feel otherworldly. Both locals and tourists are warned to stay away, as the river's unpredictable nature makes it dangerously unsafe. No one knows what might happen near its banks. Smoky Mountain. While hiking in the mountains, a group of hikers witnessed something they'd never forget. Thick smoke was rising from one side of the mountain, but there were no signs of fire or any human activity nearby. At first, it looked like fog, but the way it moved felt different. Curious, they climbed closer, and that's when they discovered the truth. Lava was slowly leaking through hidden cracks in the mountain. The heat beneath the surface was escaping, turning the area into a smoky, glowing scene. It wasn't a full eruption, but it was enough to turn the quiet hike into a rare sight right beneath their feet. Mixing ocean. This is the strange spot where two oceans meet, but never mix. It was captured by a group of tourists who were stunned by the insane phenomena. One side was a vibrant blue, the other a muddy brown, with a sharp line dividing the two. It occurs where glacial meltwater meets ocean currents, or rivers flow into the sea, but is sure a sight to see. Echoing mountains. For more than 10 days, a strange and weird sound has been coming from a mountain in Guizhou, China. Locals have searched everywhere but can't find where it's coming from. Whoever came to investigate are still confused. It suggests that the sound was a natural warning, maybe caused by shifts underground, or a sign of a future disaster, or a spiritual message connected to past events. On July 2nd, a small earthquake happened nearby, making people even more worried. Whether it's natural or something else, many agree this sound feels like a serious warning. People are now staying away and watching closely, unsure of what might happen next. Gates of hell. In Turkmenistan's desert, there's something truly unusual. A giant pit that has been burning for decades. Locals call it the gateway to hell. It's massive, about 200 feet wide, and has been on fire since the 1970s. The story goes that during a Soviet drilling project, the ground collapsed, releasing natural gas. To prevent the spread of toxic fumes, scientists set the gas on fire, expecting it to burn out within a few days. But it never stopped. The flames have continued ever since, burning day and night. Now, scientists from Turkmenistan, Slovenia, and Belarus are working on a way to close the crater for good before it causes further harm. Boxed waves. This video shows the square waves formed in water, not the usual kind, but sharp, box-shaped patterns crisscrossing the surface. These square waves, also known as cross seas, are considered among the most dangerous sea conditions for small boats and swimmers. The intersecting wave systems can create unpredictable currents that are extremely difficult to escape. Realizing the danger, the explorers knew they had to leave quickly before things took a turn for the worse. Floating cloud. On May 10th, 2025, a bizarre video surfaced online that left viewers stunned. In the footage, a massive cloud-like shape slowly rose from the ground. Some speculated it might be foam or gas escaping from a nearby factory, but no solid explanation ever came forward. Whatever it was, the eerie, unreal sight left people questioning what they had just witnessed. Reflecting mystery. A local in Australia captured a video from Carnaroon Valley that amazed everyone. Every splash of water reflected perfectly on the rock, making it appear like it was made of water itself. Normally, stone surfaces are rough, so reflections aren't clear. But here, the light reflected sharply. Scientists say this happens because of how light fails and glows on the water's surface. Still, it made many feel like we are living inside a simulation, where reality itself feels unreal. Glowing hollow. While digging in the mountains, workers suddenly found a hole opening up in the rock. What surprised them most was that the inside of the hole glowed orange, like something was burning or the heat was extremely high. The hole never closed. It stayed open like a doorway to hell. The strange sight scared the workers so much that they stopped their work right away. No one wanted to dig deeper, unsure what might happen if they went further down into that glowing, fiery hole. Burning Yellowstone. While exploring the woods, an explorer spotted a giant hole that led into a deep cave. But what caught his eye wasn't the hole. It was the orange light glowing from below. It looked like something was burning. As he moved closer, he realized the truth. He was standing above Yellowstone, the most dangerous active volcano in the world. Though it is continuously burning, the explorer decided it's better to not stay there. Hiding Superwoman. A local was walking through the neighborhood when he suddenly noticed a woman standing in the street, making strange hand movements. But then, to his shock, the door of the nearby junkyard swung open all by itself, like her hands were controlling it. He stood frozen, realizing she might be using some kind of magic. Fear took over, and he knew it was best to leave before she did something to him. Splitting sky. A video popped up showing a local at a seaport when one of them noticed something strange in the sky. The sky looked split in two, with each side looking very different, even though they were right next to each other. This odd sight lasted only a few moments before the sky went back to normal. Many called it a miracle, but others remained confused, still trying to figure out what they really saw that day. Flaming stream. A strange video from Spain appeared online and left people wondering what they had just seen. Near the beach, a flow of water seemed to pour over the trees. But strangely, it wasn't just water. Fire was burning right along with the flow, setting everything that came in its path alight. Well, it might be impurities or chemicals mixed in the water causing the flames, or shall I call it a fiery miracle? Whatever it was unlike anything anyone had seen before. Falling lights. A strange video appeared online that left many in shock. The sky was glowing deep red, with bright flickering lights falling down like fire from above. The whole city was covered in that glow, and people watching the video were frozen in confusion. But later, it was said to be a massive fireworks display during a national celebration. The smoke, lights, and reflections mixed together and created that strange look. Even though it had an explanation, the scene still felt like something straight out of a science fiction film. Car hijacked. Imagine leaving your car for a few hours and coming back to this. I don't know about you, but if it was me, I would have definitely gone crazy. This happened to a family in South Africa back. They had parked their car and returned, only to find its tires entirely covered in giant woodlice, also known as sea slaters. They were all over the windows, doors, and even the roof. It looked like the car had somehow attracted them. Maybe it was the warmth. Or maybe something else we didn't understand. Whatever it was, it turned a normal beach day into a moment we still talk about after all these years. Breathing tree. After the viral breathing forest, there's this video of a breathing tree that shook the internet. In the forests of Canada, a local saw one tree that seemed to be breathing, moving in and out like a living creature. This even caught the attention of biologists later found this event shocking, saying that this tree kept breathing even when the weather was calm is something they too are seeing for the first time. So was it the wind, or something truly mysterious was happening around? Let me know. What do you think? Red stream. In 2022, a bizarre video from the USA surfaced online, and it left viewers stunned. A thick red fluid was seen flowing through a canal, replacing the usual clear water. It looked unnatural, almost like blood, and reminded many of a horror movie scene. Locals were alarmed, unsure whether it was a chemical spill, a lab leak, or a natural reaction beneath the surface. Though some theories were shared, no clear explanation was given by authorities. The strange sight drew widespread attention and raised real concerns about what might have caused such an unusual event.